Eswatini is a tiny landlocked country mostly nestled within the borders of South Africa. So why isn't it a part of it? Well, back when the Swazi had fled from the Pongola River Valley to the Eswatini Valley, it caused many people to leave the area. Also through diplomacy, the Swazi avoided Zulu attacks during the 1800s. This left the Swazi king as the most powerful ruler in the region. Unfortunately for them, this wouldn't stop them from being annexed by the British in 1877, and although they allowed them independence, their size was greatly reduced. But I'm not even sure you could say that they were independent, because in 1894, the then called Swaziland became a protectorate of the British Transvaal colony. Later in 1906, it became its own High Commission territory, just still under the rule of the British. And then something important happened. Many of the southern African colonies merged to create the Union of South Africa, and although it seems like they could have joined, Swaziland didn't. So why didn't they join? Well, since I don't want to mince words, here's what the sources I found have to say. Swaziland was actually excluded from joining the Union because the British government was worried about the status of the indigenous populations under the new constitution, and given its large population, the white farmers of the Union of South Africa did not wish to add such a large black grouping to their new political entity. Swaziland would therefore not join the Union in 1910. This source goes on to say that this would potentially go on to be a blessing in disguise for the Swazi, as the government of South Africa would go on to adopt a system of apartheid, which, without going too deep into it, meant that the majority of the black population would now be segregated and politically and economically discriminated against. But with the apartheid government having officially ended in 1994 and the Eswatini-South African relations improving since, it seems that the idea of Eswatini joining South Africa is becoming more possible. Although one main reason this is unlikely to happen is because Eswatini is still an absolute monarchy. So it's unlikely that Mswati III or any of his predecessors would want to give up their power by joining South Africa. Just like Eswatini, it seems weird why tiny Rhode Island isn't a part of one of the surrounding states. So to find out why it exists, click here. Thanks for watching.